Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome back to the Cricket Happening Show. Well, on this particular Cricket Happening Show, well, as you know, there's not much cricket happening. We all know that. As you know, today is the Christmas Eve, and tomorrow is Christmas. So so I know everybody are busy, holidays, a lot of things happening, no doubt about it. The world is really, everybody is just eagerly, waiting for the Christmas to dawn, as we all know. Well, I know you're all into the festivities, no doubt about it. It's a very important event, no doubt about it. So what I'm going to do, as you know, and I know Boxing Day, we are going to see 3 test matches, as I said. So I don't have much of a cricket to really talk about, but still, I'll still find something. As you know, mine is a cricket show which goes on a daily basis. I've already told you it's an eternal cricket show. There is no end to this cricket show. This cricket show will end only probably when I'm not there in this world. So till such time, this cricket show will go on. So now coming to the this particular today's Cricket Happening Show. One thing that I will be writing to talk about is, as you know, New Zealand are going to take on New Zealand are taking on Sri Lanka in the first Test match, which is going to be starting at the Hagley Stadium, and Hagley Stadium in Christchurch. Now, Christchurch has been pretty popular once upon a time, but of late one would understand that there have not been a lot of matches being played here, and the reason being, as you remember, there was an earthquake in New Zealand which actually flattened the stadium, and then they had to refurbish the stadium, and I'm told they have really done a lot of work here, and it is looking absolutely picturesque. That's what the information that we are talking about. Lancaster Park in Christchurch. Now, Lancaster Park in Christchurch has been a very pretty picture every time one has played there, this is something that one is really waiting to watch. As I said, after the earthquake, a lot of work has been done, and precisely they really did some lot of work just to keep it fresh for the World Cup, I reckon. Yes, definitely there are a lot of matches going to be played in the World Cup at Christchurch, and I'm told this Test match, which is being played at Christchurch, that is Lancaster Park in Christchurch, between New Zealand and Sri Lanka, would be the first Test match in a span of 8 years. As I said, they have done a lot of renovation there. They had to really dig up everything. They had to do a lot of work there, but I think they have done a beauty. I'm told it's looking really picturesque, and I can't really wait for the game to start at Lancaster Park in Christchurch between Sri Lanka and New Zealand. So that is something. Now, the only reason that I'm talking about this match, it is not only because of the Hagley Stadium here in Christchurch. There is also a very important thing. Now, as you know, the coach of the New Zealand team is Craig McMillan, and Craig McMillan has been a cricket commentator for quite a long time, and now he has taken the reins of being the cricket coach, New Zealand batting coach, and I'm sure he's a wonderful batting coach, no doubt about it. And what Craig McMillan has hinted as far as the first Test, which is going to be starting on Boxing Day, is that at the site of it, it would be, I'm sure, the pace bowlers and the seamers would be really chuckling there, because it looks pretty green. It looks like a real green top, and I'm sure whosoever team actually wins the matches, wins the toss, the rival captain, whether it is New Zealand Matthews of Sri Lanka or the New Zealand captain Brendan McCullum, they would definitely probably opt to bowl first to see what is how much juice is there in the pitch. And so he says that that is what the comments which are coming in from the Craig McMillan, the New Zealand batting coach. He says it's looking pretty bright. As I said, it's looking like a real green top, and one is really looking forward to this green top. And what a beginning it would be for Lancaster Park in Christchurch. He has not seen cricket for quite a long time. They had to go through this pretty tough ordeal of having a natural disaster hit them, and one is really waiting to watch what really comes about at Christchurch at Lancaster Park. So that is something that I want to talk to. And then the news that is coming in from Australia says that Michael Clarke, the Australian captain, the other time you would remember once he had that a problem with his hamstring, he mentioned in one of those his press conferences or whatever they call it, and he said that it's possible that that might be the end of cricket, and that's, as I said, that would have been very, very sad. And one good news that I'm sure not only the Australian fans who would be loving this, even I think there are a lot of world cricket fans as far as Michael Clarke is concerned, no doubt about it. I'm a very good fan of Michael Clarke myself. So looking at that, well, the World Cup return, I'm told that he's doing very well with as far as the recovery, the hamstring injury is concerned. And the news is that, dear fans and subscribers, if at all anyone watches the match between Australia and India on Channel 9, you will have the Australian captain Michael Clarke sitting with the fellow commentators Michael Slater, Mark Taylor, James Brayshaw, Ian Chappell, and also Bill Lawry, one of those wonderful. And as you know, the name that I got for this cricket show, if at all I've coined the name Cricket Happenings for the cricket show, well, it's all thanks to that great commentator who will be commentating. I mean, nowadays he doesn't commentate, as you know, he's getting old, but probably it's a special request which has been done by the Australian cricket fraternity or the commentators, whoever the producers are. So they have actually summoned Bill Lawry to be a part of the Boxing Day. So on Boxing Day, on Channel 9 cricket commentary on television, one would be really having the pleasure of watching Bill Lawry. And the reason that I said that Bill Lawry is the one who influenced me to give a name of Cricket Happenings on this for this particular cricket show of mine is due to the fact that you would remember a famous quote of Bill Lawry. Bill Lawry always used to say, "It's all happening here at the Wacow." I really, that was the one thing which influenced me to actually give a name, Cricket Happenings, to this particular cricket show. And I'm very happy that my Cricket Happenings show is doing pretty well, garnering a lot of friends and subscribers, getting a lot of support, tremendous enthusiasm, tremendous excitement. There's a lot of hoopla being generated. And Bill Lawry, I really think he's a wonderful commentator. Well, you can really go places to see this guy, Bill Lawry, commentate when he's there. I mean, he has been such a successful part. I mean, one thing I would always like to say, for me, the Channel 9 cricket commentary, for me, the team, this has been the best team ever for me. One is the late Tony Greig, one is Richie Beno, Ian Chappell, and Bill Lawry, and I would also like Keith Stackpole to be the expert commentator. He has been so wonderful. He has been doing, and this is my real combination, Bill Lawry, and this is the combination that Channel 9 had with after the Kerry Packer, in the Kerry Packer era, when Channel 9 was formed, and they have done a wonderful job, and for me, they are the best television commentators in this cricketing world. I mean, for me, they have been the best, because my influence on cricket, my influence on speaking to you, conducting this cricket show, and speaking to you, dear fans and subscribers, it has all been due to Radio Australia, because the amount of cricket commentary, radio cricket commentary on those days, there was no internet, and TV was probably it was there, but they were not showing all the matches. And I used to get up early in the morning and listen to the ball by ball descriptions on the ABC radio commentary team. And as I'm just talking, I would also like to tell you the best radio commentary team for me is absolutely some fantastic Australian commentators. I have never heard of radio commentary of that sort. Even though I'm from India, I'm really want to say that the Australian commentary has been the best. That is the one which has really influenced me to get a lot of words flowing and put in this Cricket Happening show in a great way. And the names of those commentators. Today I told you Channel 9 cricket commentary is the best with the which team that I would really prefer. But I'm not taking credit credit away from any of the other cricket commentators, whichever the cricket commentary which comes from any part of the globe. But for me, it has been my favorite because I really love cricket. I used to get up early in the morning at 5 o'clock when I was back home in India to listen to just the voice. I mean, I used to sit glued to the radio in the sense, and I used to really listen to each and every ball being bowled because such was the mellifluousness of the cricket commentary that I used to listen on Australian radio, in the sense Australian Broadcasting Corporation. And the commentators that I really remember one is Jim Maxwell. What a commentator Jim Maxwell was from Australia. I'm talking about the best radio commentary team that I've come across, and both are from Australia for me. Whether it is radio or television, it's all Australia. One is Jim Maxwell, radio commentator. His fellow colleagues, Tim Lane, what a wonderful commentator he was. He had a sort of a real smooth voice. And then we had Neville Oliver also chipping in beautifully. And my best expert commentator as far as any cricket is concerned is none other than that very what do you call it? I'm not getting words. I really love. It's like sweet music to my ears whenever I hear the expert cricket comments of Keith Stackpole, fondly called Stacky, and what a wonderful player he was in his heydays. And Keith Stackpole of Australia. So this is my real, and Peter Roebuck, I have to say, the late Peter Roebuck, who later on from England, as you know, used to play for Somerset, and then he settled down in Australia, and I thought he was also a part of the team. I have listened to him too. He has also been absolutely splendid. Well, as I said, I am really enamored of cricket. Cricket is something, as I said, I really love it. I would go places to achieve my aim as far as cricket is concerned, and that has been the greatest influence as far as my interest in cricket is concerned. Those all come from Australia, and after that there's been, and I don't I think that there is not a single cricket commentary. Probably I would have missed some cricket commentary back in India because normally and I used to listen to every cricket match that was played around the globe. It didn't matter to me whether it was India, even though I am from India. Well, it didn't matter to me. I used to listen to every cricket match that was played. But the only thing that I would probably have missed on would be the matches which are played in New Zealand and West Indies, because the radio waves couldn't catch those matches. Otherwise, probably I would have even listened to the New Zealand radio cricket commentary or West Indies cricket commentary. The other thing that I used to do, I have also, I never got an opportunity to listen to the Kerry Packer era, where the commentary was not there, which I really missed. The Kerry Packer era, where the Australia and West Indies were playing super tests, and it saw the arrival of pajama cricket, which is the one-day internationals that nowadays being played. I never got an opportunity there, but one thing that I would like to say, I have definitely listened to the Ribble cricket series, which happened between West Indies and South Africa. South Africa, as you know, were kept aside because of apartheid, and then there were some Ribble cricket tours being undertaken. As you know, England had a Ribble cricket tour, Australians had a Ribble cricket tour, there were the West Indians who had a Ribble cricket tour, Sri Lankans had a Ribble cricket tour, and I have definitely listened to, I think it's between West Indies and South Africa. I do remember one match where my radio waves actually caught that, and I could listen to that. So such is the intense interest that I have on this in cricket. As I said, nothing can really put me away from this game. I am absolutely, I'm cock-a-hoop when it comes to cricket. I'm absolutely cock-a-hoop. That is the word I would like to use. And today, dear fans and subscribers, you would know why I gave this name, the name Cricket Happenings to this cricket show. It's all because of the great commentator who would be there on Boxing Day. And also Michael Clark would be sitting in the radio commentary box alongside the other commentators like Michael Sader, Mark Taylor, Ian Chappell, the expert commentator, James Brayshaw, and it would be pretty interesting. And Ian Healy, let me not forget Ian Healy. And it would be so wonderful to have them all in the box and commentating on the third test, which is going to be played between India and Australia at the MCG on Boxing Day. As I said, Boxing Day is slowly dawning. There are 3 matches which are coming up. Australia versus India at the MCG, West Indies versus South Africa at Port Elizabeth, and New Zealand take on Sri Lanka in the first test match of the series at Lancaster Park in Christchurch. So such is the intense excitement being created, and you just I can't wait to actually get a glimpse of those matches. Well, dear fans and subscribers, another thing, so as I said, just keeping on the topic, I drifted away a bit, I know, but it's good. I mean, there's a lot of time left. There's not much cricket happening, so I thought let me share my experiences here. It gave me an opportunity. Every time when I'm talking about cricket, something else comes up. I really love to actually dwell on that. So probably all your new friends, subscribers would have also got a sort of a real insight into how I actually developed a keen interest in this game. Okay. Now, one thing that I just digressed away is to say that it would be great, as I said, Michael Clarke is showing great improvement. We'll definitely know what he would like to talk when he's there in the commentary box of the MCG. And I would only say one thing, that Michael Clarke, well, he is wanted, as I said, we are all cricket fans of Michael Clarke, and Michael Clarke would love to see him. And very happy news that initially he said that cricket might have ended, but I don't want the cricket to end for Michael Clarke till such time he is captaining Australia in World Cup 2015. And as you know, the World Cup is going to be played in their home turf in Australia and New Zealand. And as I said, we really wish good luck to Michael Clarke, such a wonderful player. And I think there should be, I sincerely feel that Michael Clarke, I need Michael Clarke to play for a few more years. He's such a wonderful bloke and such an intelligent and a very, very astute captain that Australia has. And for me, I could see no one else as captain for the World Cup 2015 than Michael Clarke, because he is the one, according to me, who has to lead the team. And only if Michael Clarke leads, I think Australia will go to glory in the 2015 World Cup. And I've already said that since Phil Hughes is gone, Australia would like to really give Phil Hughes, the parting soul, a really a special gift in the form of World Cup 2015. Yes, there is going to be a battle, but Australia will be hoping that they can win this battle on their home turf. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really concludes the Cricket Happening show of mine for today. I know I digressed a lot, but it was good to share. As I said, I normally don't get much time because of speaking only about cricket matches, but today I also got an opportunity to share my experiences as far as my cricket interest is concerned, how I came up to this cricket show, how I generated the cricket excitement, what I'm all about. You would have really got something from me today. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, that really culminates my cricket show as far as today is concerned. And wishing you all a Merry Christmas, dear friends and subscribers. Your host Ram will definitely see you on Christmas Day. Probably tomorrow I will be doing a preview of all the 3 matches which are coming up on Boxing Day. Until then, it's goodbye for the day. Thank you.